श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। वागीशाध्यासुमनसः सर्वार्थानाम् उपक्रमेण नत्वा कृतकृत्यास्युतं नमामि गजाननं। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतोऽस्य दैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये। हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तम् आनन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभाणुमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं मम अन्तर्यामिनम्। दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिस्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां ददानास्तेनैकेन पद्मं सितमपि शुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा गुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। आञ्जनेयमदिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात् समना। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। वैदेही सहितं सरुद्रमतले हैमे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुस्थितम्। अग्रे वाचयति प्रपञ्चनसुते तत्त्वमुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। जानकीकान्तस्मरणं जय जय राम राम। आञ्जनेय स्वामी की जय। Rama accompanied by Sita and Lakshmana, followed by the eminent citizens of Ayodhya, leaves the city towards the forest. Dasharatha comes out to the very gate of the palace, calling out piteously to Rama. And as he is about to fall, Kaikeyi comes to support him. Kausalya reaches for the right hand, whereas Kaikeyi comes to hold the left hand to lift him up. Dasharatha says, Kaikeyi, mamangani saprakshistvam dushtacharini. Nahi tvam drashtumichami na bharya na cha bandhavi. Dushtacharini, O woman of evil conduct, don't touch me. Do not touch me. From this moment onwards, you are not my wife. You are not of any relationship with me. Na bharya na cha bandhavi. Ye cha tvam anujivanti naham tesham nate mama. Those who are dependent upon you, all your friends, relatives, I have nothing to do with them. Kevala arthaparam hitvam tekta dharmam tyajamyaham. I renounce you. I divorce you because you have divorced dharma. Kevala arthaparam hitvam. You are only interested in selfishness. You are only interested in establishing your own good, your own happiness. You are even violating dharma. Therefore, I do not want to have anything to do with you. Abadini, he casts her aside. Agrinnam yachate panim agnim paryanayam jayat. Anujanami tat sarvam asmi loke paratracha. Tyajamyaham, I give up what abdina? The day while taking your hand in marriage and going around the fire, I took you as my lawful wedded wife. Anna, that relationship I renounce. Loke paratracha, in this world and the next world also. I have nothing to do with you. भरतश्चेत् प्रतीतः स्याद् राज्यं प्राप्येदमव्ययम् यन्मे सदद्यात् पित्रार्थं मां तद्दत् amagamat. And if Bharata should feel pleased on having secured this kingdom in this manner, then I have nothing to do with him also. May the offerings that he performs at my funeral and the ceremonies later on not reach me. அப்படின்னு Dasharatha renounces completely all relationship with Kaikeyi and with Bharata also. Ana one condition, Kaikeyi he denounces and renounces no matter what. Ana Bharatanak matram he puts a condition. Should Bharata be happy with the turn of events, then I renounce him, because he has a hope in his heart Bharata will not be happy. The bharya, the wife, is to be cherished, is to be protected, is to be looked after, is to be honored, is to be respected, because she is the dharma patni. She is the one who stands by your side in performing dharma. But should she prevent you from doing dharma, then the best thing to do is to give her up. Abdinna Dasharatha is taking this stand. Once Avvaiyar, the Tamil old saint poet, she was going around, she would go around everywhere. She came to a house, old lady, old saint she was, and on seeing her, the man of the house was very pleased. He said, "You, Avvaiyar has come to our house." She went and said, "Party, please, you must sit down, you must accept our hospitality for today." Again, he goes inside to tell his wife, "You know who has come? Such a great Mahapurusha, Mahatma she is. She has come." Eventually he goes inside. That woman is somewhat like Kaikeyi. Don't I have anything else to do? You bring all kind of old people and ask me to feed, cook and so on. I don't want to do all of that. She started to speak loudly. He said, "Shh, don't be so loud. She is sitting outside. She will hear. Let her hear. Why should I know? Why should I listen to you?" She started saying all kinds of things, and that man did not know what to do. "Why did I marry you?" He's cursing her. Avvaiyar took a small piece of coal and wrote outside on the wall in his house a Tamil poem and went away. And the meaning of that poem is, if there is a wife that is preventing you from following the true path, then Kuramal Sanyasam Kol. Mudikaracha solva Kuramal Sanyasam Kol. Without even telling her, take sannyasa. Without even telling her, you can take sannyasa. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa also would say, when the wife is good, you must protect her by all means. When there is a virtuous wife that is devoted to you, then you have no right to even take sannyasa. Without her permission, you cannot even take sannyasa. If she is not like that, there is no need to tell you can take sannyasa. And a purpose. See, there is a purpose to life. No? Purpose of life is to attain moksha while following dharma. Attaining moksha while following dharma. If these two are going to clash, if they are not there, there is no point in anything after that. Everything has to be guided by the eternal principles of the purpose of life. Attaining the purpose of life should be the guiding goal, guiding principle for us. And every aspect of life should fall in place behind this main goal. When a train is going, the first engine has to be there. The engine has to be right in the front, then all the carriages can be attached to it and then it can go. If the carriage goes and sits in the front, can the train move? The carriage has got its place, it has got to be behind the engine. Likewise, the engine, that which is driving our life, our journey of life, the engine is what is driving the entire thing. What is our driving force? What is our driving goal? Bhagavan is the driving goal, God is the driving goal. Without God, can you live? You're breathing this air, you're drinking this water, you're eating this food. Where did all this come from? Did it not come from God? What are we giving back to God then? In what way are we serving God? We are taking everything shamelessly, we are eating everything. Shamelessly, dane. With great ingratitude, we breathe every day the air, we take the light of the sun, we eat the food in bundles, in sacks, we eat the food. Where did it all come from? Who is giving it all of us? Who's given this body to us? Who's giving this life to us? For what purpose did Ishvara give this life to us? Should we not at least inquire and find out from within? Shari, Bhagavan has given me. For why did he give me? Abdin, at least should we not ask the question? At least should we not deliberate upon that? Why? Why should we follow spirituality? Why should I have a spiritual path? And only one reason. Has not God given you this life? Where did it come from? Have you ever asked? Where did I get this life from? Where did I get this body from? Where did I get all of this? It did not come to me from Bhagavan, from God. Then what am I doing? For what purpose did he give it to me? In what way am I realizing the value and the use of all of this? And what am I doing in return to God? God says, you don't need to do anything for me. All you've got to do is find out the truth of who you are. Get liberated. Bhagavan is not asking us to serve him. We choose to serve him because that is the way to get liberated. Bhagavan did not create us so that we may serve him. Bhagavan did not create us so that we may serve him. See how close Rama and Lakshmana are. But in spite of all of that, Rama does not tell Lakshmana, I'm going to the forest, come with me. Rama does not say. Sumitra says, Lakshmana, you are born to serve your brother Rama. Lakshmana says, I am born to serve you. Rama does not open his mouth and say, come serve me. Lakshmana has to choose. Lakshmana says, Prabhu, I will serve you. Alright, come. Appo come. Later on, Rama is going to say, Lakshmana, I'm so glad you came. Rama is going to say, Nee vandiyada Lakshmana, I'm so glad you came. Rama is going to confess to Lakshmana. Rama did not open his mouth and say, come. Because the Lord does not want us to serve him. We should only want to serve the Lord. Will it not be very cheap on his part to say that? Serve me, I will liberate you. Is it not a transaction then? Where is prema in that? Adanala Bhagavan does not want to mandate service upon us. You must remember the reason why nothing is mandated upon us. Bhagavan doesn't say you have got to do this. Bhagavan says, I am available for you. You are caught in this anityam, asukam lokam. You are caught in this world that is so transitory, that is so evanescent, that is so filled with sorrow. Bhajaswa Mam, worship me. I have come for your sake, but I am not going to force you to worship me. And that we see in Rama's behavior, where Rama does not command Lakshmana to come with him. Rama has every right to do so. Rama has got every adhikaram, every right to command Lakshmana to come, because elder brother, he knows the relationship between him and Lakshmana. Yirundalam, he says, Lakshmana, why are you coming down? You stay here. The way Rama deals with Lakshmana, the way Rama deals with Sita, is not just between the elder brother and the younger brother, husband and wife. It is Bhagavan and how he deals with us. How is Bhagavan going to tell us? You enjoy your life, it's okay, you be happy. You enjoy. And Bhagavan chalo pora. And we should be like Lakshmana, we should be like Sita and say, for me, true, I will enjoy myself, but for me, enjoyment is being with you. For me, enjoyment is serving you. Adani anak sukham. Kainkarya sukham alone is my sukham. My joy is to serve you. If I cannot do that, then there is no joy for me. We have got to take that decision and convey it to the Lord. When we convey it to the Lord with sincerity, Bhagavan will accept us, accept our service. Bhagavan will never compel us to serve him. So accompanied by these two, Rama goes, Dasharatha denounces Kaikeyi. He says, the purpose for which I married you has been defeated. I married you so that you may help me with dharma, but you are not helping me with dharma, therefore there is no need for you. Abdinchali. He says, take me to Kausalya's palace. Kaushalyayam griham shigram ramamatur nayantumam nahi anyatra mamashvaso hridayasya bhavishyati. Take me to Rama's mother's house, take me to Kausalya's house, there alone will I find peace of mind. I will not find any peace anywhere else. I do not want to stay anywhere else. Take me there. Abdinu. The king commands. Adanala, they take him to the apartment of Kausalya. Angime, peace is not available in any place. Kausalya's house alone will not give peace. Peace is inside. If there is no peace inside the heart, there will not be any peace. We think, we fool ourselves into thinking, if I go there, I'll be peaceful. If I go here, I'll be happy. Anna, you will carry the same nonsense wherever you go. The nonsense is coming from you. See, you are stinking. You are stinking. You should take a shower and put some deodorant on. You are the one that is stinking. If you think the house is stinking, I will escape from the house and go somewhere else. Wherever you go, you will still stink. Because the stink is coming from you. Likewise, Ashanti is not outside. Ashanti is coming from you. You are creating restlessness. Where can you go and find peace? Dasharatha children, I will go to Kausalya's house, I will find peace. Tatastasya pravishtasya Kaushalyaya niveshano adiruhya pishayanam babuva lulitam manaha. His mind was being tossed about here and there. He got onto a very comfortable bed in Kaushalya's apartments. There was a beautiful couch. They placed him on that couch. Analum, mind was restless. Enna ulla shanti illa. Again, he starts to lament. Kausalya and Sumitra alone are with him. He starts to lament, Kausalya, I cannot even see. I feel as though my eyes have gone with Rama. Touch me. Hold me. Abdini cholra. Again, the Pakara Kausalya, the king is lying down like this in sorrow. Cholra, aha. Vicharishyati Kaikeyi Nirmukte Vahi Pannagi. Like a serpent, a wild serpent that has emptied its venom into its prey. Kaikeyi will be moving around freely and happily everywhere. Alas, my son has gone away. It is better if I had not had a son at all, or even if I had a son, I would have given him away to somebody as a slave rather than have this kind of ignominy heaped upon him. You have thrown away Rama. Childra, she tells Dasharatha, you have thrown away Rama. Such an excellent, precious gem of a son like Rama. You have thrown him away based on simply on the whims and fancies of a queen like Kaikeyi. எப்படி இருக்கு அப்படின்னா பிரதிஷ்டோ ரக்ஷசாம்பாகா Parvani Vahina Hidagnina. It is like taking the offerings that have to be given to the gods and throwing it to the into the mouths of Rakshasas. Like that you have given away my son. My son is also gone, my daughter-in-law also has gone away. How are they going to live? How are they going to survive? What is going to happen to them? Without my beloved son, how am I going to live? I am consumed by this great blazing fire of grief caused by the separation from my son. Abdini, she starts to lament. When she is crying, Sumitra is by her side and Sumitra starts to speak to Kaushalya. Childra, Tavarye sadgunair yuktaha putrassa purushottamaha kim te vilapite naivam kripanam rudite nava. She tells Kausalya, Akka, Sadgunair Yukta Putrasaha Purushottamaha, your son, who is endowed with all innumerable virtues, virtuous gunas, he is Purushottama. Rendu meaning irukku. Purushottama means Uttama Purusha, the best amongst men. Ana Purushottama appadina Sakshat Bhagavan, who is Purushottama. The Lord is Purushottama, appadina Bhagavan ku peru. He is the best Purusha, the highest Purusha, appadingiradhanaala Purushottama nu peru. Sumitra cholra, Raman yaru saha Purushottamaha nu cholra. He is the Purushottama, he is the eternal embodiment, he is the supreme Lord himself. Avannu, why are you crying for him? For what purpose has he gone to the forest? Think a little bit about it. For what purpose has he gone to the forest? It is not that he has committed a crime and he has gone. He has gone in order to uphold the words of his father, in order to make them come true. Adukka perku. साधु कुर्वन् महात्मानं पितरं सत्यवादिनं शिष्टैर् आचरिते सम्यक् शश्वत्प्रीत्य फलोदये रामो धर्मे स्थितः श्रेष्ठो न स सोच्य कदाचन. Do not grieve. Rama is establishing dharma. Rama has gone on the path of the wise. He has followed the path of the dharmic ones. In such a situation, when he has gone like that, why should you grieve in this manner? Are you not insulting the illustrious path that he has emblazoned forth? If you are crying for Rama, you are insulting the cause for which he has gone, the valor with which he has gone, the determination with which he has gone. You are thinking low of it. Vartate chottamam vrittim Lakshmano asmin sada nagaha dayavan sarvabhuteshu labhastasya mahatmanaha. Sada nagaha, eternally blameless Lakshmana, has also gone with Rama. Dayavan sarvabhuteshu, he is filled with compassion towards all beings. Labhastasya mahatmanaha, and having accompanied Rama to the forest, it is his great benefit, it is his great profit that he was able to go with Rama. Rama has gone to the forest establishing dharma, that is Rama's glory. My son Lakshmana has gone along with Rama, it is Lakshmana's great gain, great fortune. Aranye vase yaddukkam janati vai sukochita anugacchati vaidehi dharmatmanam tavatmacham. Knowing the difficulties of living in the forest, she who has only been used to pleasurable life, Sita, has also gone behind your son Rama into the forest. These three people who have gone need to be celebrated, not mourned. Rama has gone bringing glory to himself. Lakshmana has gone bringing glory to himself. Sita has gone bringing glory to herself. All the three of them have behaved in such an impeccable manner that they are shining like guiding lights in this world. Are you going to cry because they are shining? Are you crying because they are achieving fame? Are you crying because they are achieving highest good? Sumitra. Kirti bhutam patakam yo loke brahmayati prabhu dharma satya vratadanaha kimna praptastavatmajaha. What has your son not achieved? What are you crying for? What do you think your son has lost? Kirti bhutam patakam yo loke brahmayati prabhu. He has hoisted the flag of fame high, and it is he has unfurled the flag, he is waving the flag of fame, of kirti, of reputation high in this world for everybody to see. What is it that your son did not gain? You are saying, alas, how will my son live in the forest? Alas, my son is going to go through the difficulties of the forest now. Vyaktam ramasya vijnaya shaucham mahatmyam uttamam nagatramam shubhi surya santapayitum arhati. Knowing Rama's purity, knowing Rama's greatness, even the sun will not be brave enough to scorch his body. Shiva sarveshu kaleshu Kananebhyo vinisritaha Raghavam yukta shitoshna Sevayishyati sukho nilaha. And when Rama is staying in the forest, at all seasons, irrespective of the season, a pleasant, neither too hot nor too cold breeze, wind will fan him and serve him. Sevayishyati. The wind will serve him. Wind will serve him. Look at the words of Sumitra. Jnani. Paramajnani illaya. The words of a jnani always come true. Eppadi vandadunna anilaha appadinu solra. Anilana kaathu, wind, vayu. Anilatmajaha. Anilatmajaha appadina son of Vayu. Hanuman is going to serve him in such an impeccable manner. Adanale solra wind himself will serve. Wind serve panna, wind sun serve panna. Rendu onnudane. Vayu will serve him through the form of Hanuman. शयानमनगौ रात्रौ पितेवापि परिष्वजन् रश्मिभिः संस्पृशन् शीतैः चन्द्रमाह्लादयिष्यति. And when Rama will sleep in the night, like the father embracing his son, the cool beams of the moon will embrace him and protect him. Innathuku worry panikira? Why are you worried? Why are you getting so caught up in anxiety? Dadau cha astrani divyani yasmai brahma mahojase danavendram hatam drishtva timidvaja sudam rane sashurah purushavyagra स्वबाहुबलमाश्रितः असंत्रस्तो अप्यरण्यस्तो वेश्मनीव निवत्स्यति. He has been given Dadau cha astrani divyani. He has been given divine astras by Brahma Mahojase. Like Brahma Rishi Vishwamitra has given him so many different kinds of astras to protect him. Abdi irukche Danavendram hatam drishtva Timidvaja sutam rane. After having seen how he had killed Subahu in the battle, Timidvaja Sutta appadina Subahu, the way Subahu was killed, looking at it and seeing how Tataka was killed, looking at all of that, Vishwamitra was so pleased that he gave all the astras to Rama. With all of those, Sashuraha, that valiant hero, Purushavyagraha, that tiger amongst men, Swagubalamashritaha, who depends only upon his own strength of arms, Asantrasto api aranyastaha, even though he is living in the forest, he will live there without any fear, without any difficulty. Veshmani vanivatsyati, as though he is living in the palace. As though he is living in the palace, he will be living in the forest also. Why are you afraid? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid that he is exposed to the elements? Elements themselves will not do anything but serve him. Are you afraid that enemies will be there? Enemies cannot stand in front of him, who has been given all these kinds of astras by Vishwamitra himself. Yasyeshu patamasadya vinasham yanti shatravaha katam na prithvitasya shasane statumarhati. When the enemies who become the targets of his arrow are all destroyed completely, how will the earth not come under Rama's command? Adinala he will quickly come back. Ya Shri Shauryam cha Ramasya ya cha Kalyana Satvata Nivritta Aranyavasas sa Shipram Rajyamavapsyati. Rama, who is endowed with splendor, endowed with valor, endowed with all goodness, all auspiciousness, will soon come back and once again rule over this kingdom as was originally planned. Don't worry about it. Yaar Raman nanachani, inga solra, hint pandra. She is a jnani, she knows the reality of Rama. Adnala she is hinting it out to Kausalya. Suryasyapi bhaved suryo hi agneragnihi prabhof prabhuhu Shriyashrischa bhavedagriya kirti kirtya kshama kshama daivatam daivatanam cha bhutanam bhutasatnamaha tasya kehya guna devi vanevapyathava pure. Yaar Raman? Who is Raman? Suryasya api bhaved suryaha. Suryasya suryaha. He is the sun. S-U-N of the S-U-N. Son of the sun. Suryasya api bhaved suryaha. Sun appadinu solrom illaya. We are saying sun is bright, sun is brilliant, sun has got so much of heat, so much of light. Where did it get its heat and light from? Savitri Mandala Madhyavarti Narayanaha. Appadinu the one who is residing inside the Savitri Mandala, Surya Mandalathiliyum, the one who is in the center of the sun, in the solar orb, who is the one who is giving sun also light. Yaru theriyuma? Raman. Sa Suryasyopi Suryaha. He is the son of the sun. Agnehe Agnihi. He is the heat of he is the fire inside the fire. Otherwise, fire is only a shell. Rama is the real fire that is giving fire the ability to burn. Prabho Prabhuhu. He is the Lord of all lords. Shriya Shrischa. He is the prosperity in prosperity. Bhaved Agriya Kirti Kirtyaha. He is the fame in fame. Fame is famous, but it is because he is fame. Fame kume he is the fame who is giving fame to fame. Kshama, Kshama. He is forbearance inside forbearance. எப்படி சொல்றா பாருங்க. இது சுமித்ரா goes ஒரு step high. Higher than who அப்படின்னா higher than Rama himself. Because Bhagavan in Gita, Krishna in Gita, in Vibhuti Yoga, 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Vibhuti Yoga, Bhagavan enna solran appadina, Bhagavan says, amongst the strong, I am the strength of the strong. I am the truth in the truthful. I am determination in the determined. Appadina, he takes the people as the vessel and he says, I am that which is inside making it all happen. I am determination in the determined. I am forbearance in the forbearing people. I am valor in the valorous ones. அப்படின்னு சொல்றான். ஆனா சுமித்ரா என்ன சொல்றான்னா, not in valorous ones, he is valor in valor itself. He is forbearance in forbearance itself. He is the power in power itself, not in the powerful. இல்ல பவர்லயே பவர், அவன் தான் பவர் அப்படின்னு she goes one step higher than Shriya Shrischa, he is the prosperity, not in the prosperous. He is the prosperity in prosperity itself. அப்படின்னா என்ன, ப்ராஸ்பெரிட்டிக்கு அந்தராத்மா இவன். They have prosperity, they are known as prosperous people, but prosperity itself is prosperity only because of him. Otherwise, prosperity will become adversity. என்ன அழகா ஞானி சொல்றா பாருங்க. ஏனால் we may think something is good luck. We may think something is good fortune. Anali Bhagavan is not included in that or not involved in that. That which we think is good fortune will itself become the greatest misfortune to us. We may think something is misfortune. Anali if Bhagavan becomes part of it, then that which we think is misfortune itself will become great fortune to us. Once when Swami was in Ooty or Kodai, I cannot remember which one, Ooty or Kodaikanal. In Tamil Nadu, both of these are hill stations. Swami had gone there and Swami was going on a drive, I think was going Ooty தான் நினைக்கிறேன். Doddabetta போறதுக்கு Swami was going to in the car. அப்போ knowing that Swami was going in the car, there was one fellow, a devotee, who wanted to see Swami. ஆஷா. அதனால என்ன பண்ணானா, he got onto his two-wheeler, his bike, motorbike, and went chasing Swami. தர்ஷன் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு. அப்போ என்ன ஆச்சு, what happened was he was trying to keep up with Swami's car. ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக வந்து he came in line with Swami's car. அப்படி திரும்பி பார்த்தா Swami உள்ளே, Swami sitting inside the car, he is enjoying the darshan. Suddenly பார்த்தா he takes the eye of the road, bang, crash. He crashes. And he loses consciousness. Then when he wakes up, he's in the hospital. They taken him to the hospital, luckily. Swami himself stopped the car and arranged for everything to be done. He was taken to the hospital. And knowing that he has regained consciousness, Swami comes to visit him in the hospital. What, Bangaru, you did like this? And Swami knows why he did it. But why did you do like this, Bangaru? Should he not have been careful? Swami produces vibhuti, applies vibhuti, puts vibhuti into his mouth. He cannot even get up, Swami. Next day again Swami comes to the hospital. Again creates vibhuti, gives him vibhuti. Next day again Swami comes to the hospital. Until he is recovering, Swami is coming every day. When finally he is able to talk, he is able to be in a position where he can respond and talk and so on. All the things have been removed. அப்போ வந்து why did you do like this அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, அவன் சொல்றான், Swami, maybe it happened like that, but otherwise how would I had this great good fortune of you coming to see me? Every day I had your darshan, everybody comes to see you, you came to see me. அப்படி சொன்னா, the misfortune became a great fortune, good fortune for me. ஏன்னா Swami was involved. Bhagavan, if he is involved in misfortune, also will become great good fortune. On the other hand, what you think is great good fortune also will become a point of great misery if you do not have the capacity to invite God as part of it. If you do not know how to invite God and make him part and parcel of every aspect of your life, even that which you think is great good fortune will turn out to be maha misfortune. ஸ்ரீயஸ்ரீஹி அதுதான் சொல்றா. ஸ்ரீயஸ்ரீஹிங்கிறா. ப்ராஸ்பெரிட்டி இன் ப்ராஸ்பெரிட்டி. இல்லைன்னா ப்ராஸ்பெரிட்டி பிகம்ஸ் அட்வர்சிட்டி. சம்பதோ நைவ சம்பதா விபதோ நைவ விபதா சம்பதோ நைவ சம்பதா அப்படி சொல்ற. விபத்து அப்படின்னா ஆக்சிடென்ட், அட்வர்சிட்டி. சம்பத்து அப்படின்னா ப்ராஸ்பெரிட்டி. விபதோ நைவ விபதா சம்பதோ நைவ சம்பதா. விபத்து and சம்பத் are not as we understand them to be. What is vipat? What is the great adversity? அப்படின்னா விபத் விஸ்மரணே விஷ்ணோஹோ. Forgetting Vishnu is vipat. Forgetting Bhagavan is the greatest vipat, greatest danger. சம்பத் நாராயண ஸ்மிருதிஹி. நாராயணனை ஞாபகம் வச்சுட்டோமானால், if you are able to remember Bhagavan Shriman Narayana, if you are able to remember the Lord, then that is sampat. That is the greatest good fortune that can ever come upon us, is to remember him. அப்படி இருக்கும் பொழுது, when Rama is the good fortune embodied, when he is fame embodied, when he is forbearance embodied, daivatam daivatanam cha, when he is the God of all gods, bhutanam bhutasattamaha, for all living created beings he is the supreme creator, supreme being. அப்பேற்பட்ட ராமனுக்கு, for that kind of a person Rama that he is, vaneva apva api atava pure, whether he is living inside the forest or whether he is living in the city, tasya kehya guna devi, what demerit can happen to him, what loss is there for him? Wherever he is situated with all splendor and glory. Instead of thinking, alas, we have lost him, think about the great good fortune of all the people who are living in the forest. He has gone there to give darshan to them. He has gone there to spend time with them. Prithivya sakavaidehya shriya cha purusharshabha kshipram tisribherat tisribiretabihi saha ramo vishekshate. Rama, that best amongst men, Purusharshabha, eminent amongst all men, will soon be coronated and rule over these three things. Enna three things na? Prithivya saha vaidehya shriya cha. He will be crowned as the Lord. He will be ruling happily over the earth, over Sita, and over all prosperity. He will be united with all of this. Dukkajam visrujantyasram nishkramantamudikshayam ayodhyayam jana sarve shokavega samahataha kushaschiradaram devam gachantam aparajitam सीतेवा अनुगता लक्ष्मी तस्य किं नाम दुर्लभम. वाक्यम, deep insight. Sumitra says, when he clad in bark along with Sita, when he went out of Ayodhya, did you not see all the people of Ayodhya crying their hearts out for him? For such a Rama, how can there be anything that is difficult? What can be difficult for Rama? அப்படின்னு கேட்குறா. எதுக்கு என்ன கனெக்ஷன்? வாட் இஸ் த கனெக்ஷன் பிட்வீன் பீப்புள் ஆஃப் அயோத்தியா கிரையிங் அண்ட் டிஃபிகல்ட்டி ஃபார் ராமா அப்படின்னா, Rama was able to conquer the hearts of the people of Ayodhya so much that when he went to the forest, all of them cried. Now when he goes to the forest, what is he going to do அப்படின்னா, he is going to do his guna is going to be the same. He will soon conquer the hearts of all the people that are there in the forest also. And when they all are going to be with him, they will all support him, they will all abide by him, they will all be of help to him. What is difficult for him to achieve and accomplish? ஏன்னா அதானே ஆக போகிறது. Tomorrow that is what is going to happen. Sita, when she is going to be kidnapped அப்படின்னா, Rama is not alone. Rama is not standing alone. He wins the hearts of monkeys also. Rama is not simply somebody who wins the hearts of men. He wins the hearts of monkeys and bears and squirrels and vultures, all kinds of denizens of the forest, rishis. ஒரு ரிஷியும் காத்துன்னு இருக்கா. Sharabhanga is waiting for him. Sutikshna is waiting for him. Agastya is waiting for him. Valmiki is waiting for him. Bharadwaja is waiting for him. Athana Rishigalum, all the rishis are waiting. Rama, Rama, Raman, rishis are waiting for him. Forget rishi, rikshas are waiting for him. ரிக்ஷானா சைக்கிள் ரிக்ஷா இல்லை, ரிக்ஷான்னா பேர்னு அர்த்தம் சம்ஸ்கிருதத்தில். ஜாம்பவான் அந்த மாதிரி ரிக்ஷா ராஜா அவன். He is the lord of all the bears இல்லையா? All the rickshaws are waiting for him. Rikshaha are all waiting for him. Rikshaganas. Jatayu, vulture, அது சொல்றது I will sacrifice my life for you னு சொல்லி விடுறதே, பிராணனை விடுறதே. What kind of loyalty a person can command அப்படின்னா, what gunas he must possess, what audaryam, magnanimity he must possess for this, all these creatures to lay down their lives for him. People of Ayodhya are following him. அப்படின்னா it is not simple இல்லையா? அவளே they can be happy. சரி ராமர் போறார் வருவார். After 14 years Rama will come, don't worry, we will continue our lives. After a certain day we will with sorrow will continue இல்ல. Leaving everything they are going அப்படின்னா what kind of a power, what kind of a force he must be able to have generated in their hearts. எப்படி போய் தொட்டிருக்கார் இல்லையா அத்தனை பேரோட ஹிருதயத்தையும். He has gone and touched their hearts. He who is capable of moving the hearts of the beings around him, what is difficult for him? அப்படின்னு கேட்கிறா சுமித்ரா. தஸ்ய கிம் நாம துர்லபஹ, தஸ்ய கிம் நாம துர்லபம். What is difficult indeed for him to accomplish when he is able to move the hearts of men like this? அதெல்லாம் வெறும் எமோஷன் அப்படின்னா, all that is simply emotion அப்படின்னா, தனுர்கிரகவரோ யஸ்ய बाणखड्गास्त्रमृभृत्स्वयं लक्ष्मणो व्रजति ह्यग्रे, लक्ष्मणो व्रजति ह्यग्रे तस्य किं नाम दुर्लभम्. धनुर्ग्रहवरः, the most formidable skilled archer Lakshmana, स्वयं बाणखड्गास्त्रभृत्, carrying all the weapons when Lakshmana is walking in front. What is impossible for Rama to accomplish? அதுவும் அதானே சொல்றேன். என்ன, when even before all the monkeys come, who is going to stand with Rama when Sita is also not there? Lakshmana தான். இவா ரெண்டே பேர் தான். These two are able to accomplish so much இல்லையா? அதனால give up this sorrow, give up this delusion, you will very soon see Rama coming back. This is the truth, I am telling you the truth. Jahi shokam cha mokham cha devi satyam bravimite. Amma Kausalya, I am telling you the truth. Give up this sorrow. Give up this delusion. Give up this infatuation. Be happy. You will soon see Rama come and touch your feet when he returns from exile. You will soon see him enthroned, shining in all his splendor and glory. And on looking at that, tears of joy will come from your eyes. Therefore, do not now shed tears of grief. Do not shed tears of sorrow. Nothing inauspicious will happen to him. All good will happen to him. Ma shoko devi dukkam vana rame drishyate ashivam. No inauspiciousness can happen for Rama. I do not see anything happening for Rama that will be unsurmountable by him. All good will happen to him. Adanala give up your sorrow. With a son like Rama should you grieve? नार्हा त्वं शोचितुं देवी यस्यास्ते राघवः सुतः. For a person like you who has Rama as her son, you do not deserve to cry. You should not be crying. You are not fit for crying. Nahi Ramat paro loke vidyate satpate sthitah. There is nobody who is equal to Rama. There is nobody superior to Rama. There is nobody equal to Rama. Therefore, you should not be shedding tears of grief. You ought not to shed tears of grief because you have a son like Rama. This is the words of a jnani. Again, yen children jnani now. It's not just words for Kausalya, for everybody. When we have Bhagavan, when we have the Lord, abdina, why should we sorrow? Why should we have any fear? Why should we have any grief? Bhagavan rakane. Bhagavan is there. Bhagavan is there. Bhagavan is there. Abdina, there is no need for sorrow. If you are sorrowing, abdina, you are not admitting Bhagavan's presence. If you are sad, abdina, you are denying the Lord's presence. Lord is Ananda. Bhagavan is Sarvananda Swarupan. Sadananda Swarupan. Bhagavan is eternal joy. Bhagavan is eternal happiness. If you are able to connect with him, feel his presence, abdina, you should always be happy. You should always be cheerful. You should always be filled with a smile. ஆனந்தமா இருக்கணும் இல்லையா? அழுகைக்கு எங்க இடம் இருக்கு? You cannot be sad, you cannot be depressed, you cannot be afraid, you cannot be lonely, you cannot be in a state where you think, oh, I cannot deal with this problem. அப்படி கிடையவே கிடையாது. It is not possible. ஏன்னா பகவான் இருக்கானே. What is the difference between a devotee of God and a non-devotee of God? If you say I'm a believer of the Lord, I'm a devotee of the Lord, அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு என்ன? What is the meaning of it? Either you have an altar in your house. Having an altar in your house is not enough. You have to alter the state of your heart. In fear and worry and confusion, அப்படின்னு இருந்ததுன்னா அப்புறம் என்ன பகவான்? அப்புறம் what is the difference between you and an atheist? What is the difference between you and somebody who does not believe in God at all? We have to derive strength from our connection with God. We have got to go within and seek out that source of all strength, all power, which is Bhagavan, who is seated in the heart. We've got to connect with Him, establish a union with Him, and feel that great strength, that great assurance flowing through, pumping through. You know, when you go to fill petrol in the fuel station, you take the hose, you put it inside and you start pressing, and the moment you press that, that petrol flows. Like that, when we connect to Bhagavan, and the flow of grace, that flow of His presence, that flow of His prema, we will be able to feel it. Connect panna porume. I'm not able to feel, abdina not connecting na artham. So then what should you be doing now? Making every effort to connect with Him. Instead of doing that, if you are going to look around the world and find fault with the world, or find fault with, or keep blaming things and around you, that is not the way. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. Adhan solra Kausalya, don't waste your time nu solra Sumitra. Sumitra's teachings are not merely for Kausalya. They're for all of us. Adhan dhaan inga podicha oru sargam mulka irukku. Oru whole chapter, a whole sarga has been given here by Valmiki Bhagavan. 44th sarga is simply Sumitra talking to Kausalya, and through Kausalya to all of us. When Rama is with us, there is no need for drama. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஊன்னு ட்ராமாவே வேண்டாம். அதான் ராமன் இருக்கானே, என்னத்துக்கு இருக்கான்? தண்டத்துக்கு ராமன், கோதண்டராமன், தண்டராமன் இல்லையோ. In Tamil, Dandam means useless. Dandam means useless. He is not Dandarama, he is Kodandarama. He is not Dandaraman, he is Kodandaraman. He is not useless Rama, he is the Rama who is wearing the bow in his hand. For what purpose is he carrying it? Not for decoration, but to give us courage. Rama is with the bow and arrow. Rama and Lakshmana are both standing there with the bow and asannadda kavachi kadgi chapa bana dharo yuva gachan mamagrato nityam Rama patu sa Lakshmanaha. Sannadda kavachi kadgi chapa bana dharo yuva. Those two young boys, the two young men, Rama and Lakshmana, are walking in front of me. Gachan mamagrato nityam. Constantly, who's walking in front of me? Rama and Lakshmana are walking in front of me. How are they walking in front of me? Armed to teeth, they are walking in front of me. Armed and dangerous, they are walking in front of me to protect me all the time. This shloka says, Putraste varadaha kshipravayodhyam punaragataha Panibhyam mrudupinabhyam charanau pidayishyati. With his soft and tender hands, Rama will soon return to Ayodhya to press your feet. So don't cry. Varadaha is the granter of boons, he is the giver of boons. He has told you he will be back. He has given you the boon that he will be back. Adanala, don't worry. Abhivadya namasyantam Shuram sasuhridam sudam Mudastraihi prokshasi punar Megharajirivachalam. When Rama will once again come and fall at your feet, at that time, like a mountain being drenched by clouds of rain, like that your tears of joy will drench him. அப்படின்னு இந்த மாதிரி அழகா ஆஸ்வாசயந்தி விவிதைஷ்ச வாக்கியை வாக்யோபசாரே குஷலா நவத்யா ராமஸ்ய தாமாதரமேவ முக்த்வா தேவி சுமித்ரா விரராம ராமா. தேவி சுமித்ரா பற்றி சொல்கிறார் வால்மீகி பகவான். ஹவுஷி அப்படின்னா அனவத்யா குஷலா வாக்கியோபசாரே குஷலா அனவத்யா ராமா அப்படின்னா சுமித்ரா who was the filled with all charming faultless qualities, irreproachable qualities, was the Vakyopachare Kushala, who knows how to speak beautifully. In this manner, consoled Rama's mother Kausalya, and she became silent. Rama, she became quiet. She spoke very beautifully. How did she speak? Words that are words alone cannot assuage anybody. Mere words cannot assuage anybody. If somebody is sad, no, don't be sad. You tell them, no, don't be sad. Will it have any effect? Chuma bhai, you're not the body, Chana, will it have an effect? Chuma bhai, don't worry, it is all unreal. Chana, will it have an effect? The person who should say it, if he says it, will have effect. Words alone do not have power. The power comes from the person who is speaking. If the person who is speaking knows what they are speaking, who has experienced it, is established in it, when they say, we can believe it. You are having some pain, some toothache. A person who lives with you, who has never had any tooth problems at all, comes and says, don't worry, it will go away. You will brush them away. But another person whom you know has suffered also along with it. It will be a bit tough, but don't worry, it will become alright. Then you will say, it will become alright. You will ask them. You know they have experienced it. They have gone through it. Therefore, you will automatically give them much more credibility than the person who has never experienced it or encountered it. Sumitra Jnani. Jnani ne சொன்னாலே போரும். The words are coming from that state of truth in which he is established. அவன் எப்படி இருக்கான்னா ராமா அப்படின்னு சொல்றா. அப்படின்னா she is always cheerful. She is always of a cheerful disposition. அவள் cheerful இருக்கானாம் அவள். ஏன்னா ஆனந்தம் உள்ள இருக்கே. How is she cheerful? When Brahman is inside, when you know the truth within, always will be happy. Physically there is no happiness for Sumitra. Externally, there is no happiness for Sumitra. If Kausalya, who is the chief queen herself, laments, I have never received any importance or attention, Sumitra is the Mulaki. Isn't it? If you think about it, where is Sumitra? What extent is Sumitra? Because Kausalya, who is the supreme queen herself, is lamenting that I have been mistreated, ill-treated. No need to even ask about Sumitra. 2 sons avulukku. She is given birth to 2 sons. One son is never with her. He is already gone to Kekeya Desha. 12 years he is staying in Kekeya Desha. Shatrughnam poitan. Lakshmana, Rama was touring around. Lakshmana has gone with Rama. Ivalukku yaar irka? Who is with her? Anna, she is cheerful. Anna, she is cheerful. Husband has never given importance to her. Husband has never spent time with her. Husband did not even spend time with Kausalya. Where is he going to spend time with Sumitra? She was just a political marriage, alliance, avladhan. He never spent time with her. He has ignored her. 2 sons in vanda kuda, sons have not spent time with her. Sons have gone around. Ivalukku enna? What has she got? Kausalya is crying, and Sumitra is laughing. Sumitra is smiling. Ramayana teaches us this truth. இது சுமித்ரா தான் எக்ஸாம்பிளாக வைக்கிறது. Nobody talks about Sumitra. Swami used to speak so much about Sumitra. Swami used to bring all these obscure characters from Ramayana like Urmila, Sumitra and speak about them. And we don't speak about Urmila இல்லையா? மாண்டவி, ஸ்ருதகீர்த்தி, அவளை பற்றி யார் பேச போகிறோம்? ஏதோ கல்யாணம் ஆச்சு, அவளும் வந்தா, also ran. They also got married, they also came. இப்படிதான் அப்படின்னா இல்லையே. The sacrifice of Sita அப்படின்னா sacrifice of Mandavi, Shrutakirti, sacrifice of Urmila, Mandavi, Shrutakirtiyaவது பரவாயில்ல. Because Mandavi and Shrutakirti, at least they could see their husbands. ஆனால் for 14 years, the one among 4 sisters, all of them were brought up in a similar way. All of them got married on the same day. All of them got married and came to the same family. அதில் Sita is always with Rama. Mandavi and Shrutakirti at least can see Bharata and Shatrughna. Urmilaki மாத்திரம் 14 years, no sign, no sight, nothing of Lakshmana. யாரு ஒரு 4 பேர்ல ஒத்திக்கிட்டானே அப்படி பாவம். She alone is like, Swami used to speak highly of her, and Swami used to say, nobody recognizes the greatness of Urmila. அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். பாவம் தான், he used to speak about Urmila's glory. We speak highly about Lakshmana. Lakshmana கிளம்பி போயிட்டான், Lakshmana. Urmila அவதானே தர்மபத்னி. இந்த 4 பேர்ல தர்மபத்னி நான் போட்டி போட்டு if Sita is a Mahapativrata equal to Sita Urmila. No complaints whatsoever. She never complains my husband has gone, what will I do சொல்லலையே. பெயர்பட்ட தியாகம். But for Lakshmana to get Urmila, here is another nuance in it. For Lakshmana to deserve Urmila, Lakshmana has done so much punyam illaya. Urmila alone is not the person involved here. Lakshmana has deserved Urmila. Lakshmana did not get somebody else. Lakshmana got Urmila. Yenna avanukku the kind of seva bhava that is there in his heart has won for him Urmila. இல்லைனா அங்கேருந்து ஊர்மிளா, if suppose Lakshmana saying I'm going to go to the forest now, அவ தலையை விரிச்சு போட்டுண்டு, if Urmila spreads her hair like Kaikeyi did, Kaikeyi threw all her jewels as open, the plaited hair she unfurled, she lay there and saying oh அப்படின்னு சொன்னாலே, அந்த மாதிரி Urmila had done, what would have happened to Lakshmana பாவம்? How did it happen to Lakshmana? ஏன்னா சுமித்ரா சொல்றா, Lakshmana you are a very tender hearted fellow னு சொல்றா சுமித்ரா. ஏன்னா அம்மாக்கு தானே தெரியும், அம்மா will know about the boy இல்லையா. He is short tempered, he is irascible, he is short tempered, all of that we know, but he is very very kind hearted, very tender hearted. Lakshmana is very emotional person, very tender hearted person who jumps to quick anger அப்படின்னா must be very emotional னு அர்த்தம். அப்படின்னா emotional people are very attached. அப்போ how attached Lakshmana should be to Urmila இல்லையா? Yes or no? Anal, but when Lakshmana is walking off to the forest, if Urmila had stood there crying, then how disturbed Lakshmana's heart would have been. Because he is an attached person, he is not an indifferent person, he is not a callous person, he is not somebody who says, I don't care, all 11. He is not that kind of a person. Sumitra says, you are very attached to your people. Swajana raktanni, அப்படின்னு சொல்றா. சர்வபூதேஷு ஹிதஹான்னு சொல்றா. இல்லையா சொன்னாலே இப்பதான். அப்போ he must be very very attached to Urmila இல்லையா? Just as Rama is attached to Sita, like that Lakshmana also should have been attached to Urmila இல்லையா? For that Lakshmana to leave and go, if Urmila had protested, if Urmila had cried, if Urmila had made a fuss, then would Lakshmana have been able to go as freely as he did to the forest to serve Rama? In his back of his mind, he'll always think about பாவம் ஊர்மி அப்படி நினைப்பானா மாட்டானா? Anna, there was not a single thought of Urmila in Lakshmana's mind and heart. Abdina, Urmila behaved in such an exemplary manner that she was able to free her husband in Rama's service. We cannot all aspire to become Sita. That is too much. You are not married to Rama. No, Sita, you look at your face in the mirror. If you don't want to look at your face, look at your husband's face. அது ராமனா அது? ராம் மூஞ்சி மாதிரியா இருக்கு அது மூஞ்சி. ஜாம்பான் மாதிரி இருக்கு பார்க்கறதுக்கு. But at least we may draw inspiration from Urmila. If Sita is too much to ask for, at least we may draw inspiration from Urmila. We cannot compare ourselves to God. We can only compare ourselves to devotees. I am Raman. Yeah, there has been nobody like Rama. But at least we can say, like Lakshmana can I not serve? We can think, like Urmila can I not be? We can think, Raman, Nan Sita, and it's not possible. Yeah? But such extraordinary characters we find in Ramayana, such as Urmila, such as Sumitra. And again, Sumitra, that Mahagnani, when she speaks these words of consolation to Kausalya, actually Nirtinalam, the proof of rain is the wetness of the ground. Swami writes in one of his Vahinis, the proof of rain is the wetness of ground. Like that, the attainment that you have in spirituality is the Shanti in your heart. Prashanti Vahini, Swami Cholu. Nishamyatal Lakshmana Matravakyam Ramasya Matur Naradeva Patnyaha Sadhya Sharire Vinanasha Shokaka Sharadgato Megaival Patoyaha. On listening to that words of Lakshmana's mother, Nishamya, listening to that Lakshmana Matravakyam, that Lakshmana's mother's words, are the Ketutu. Ramasya Matuhu, Rama's mother, Naradeva Patnya, the wife of the great king, when she heard it, enna achinna? Sadhya, immediately, instantly, Sadhya, then and there. Sadhya, abdina, immediate, Adhya, abdina now. Inniki, illaya? Adhya, Sadhya, abdina immediately, instantaneously, Sharire Vinanasha Shokaha. All her sorrow evaporated. All her sorrow evaporated when she listened to the words of Sumitra. Sharadghato Megaivalpatoyaha. Just as the autumnal cloud bears very little moisture, like that, her heart immediately, the sorrow in her heart immediately dried up. அப்படின்னு வால்மீகி சொல்லி முத்தாய்ப்ப வைக்கிறார். He keeps a great seal to Sumitra's words. ஏதோ சுமித்ரா சொன்னா, Sumitra said all this, Kausalya tried to console herself and said what to do. They all both cried. When the cheerful Sumitra, when she gave these beautiful words to Kausalya, words are not so important as the person who is speaking and the power that comes through those words. So then and there Kausalya's heart became light, became free from sorrow, she became happy. Sometimes, although we may know it, we may ourselves know the truth, what we need when we are clouded in despair and grief is for somebody to remind us. And the person who's, if we are so fortunate, but we are so fortunate that when we are drowning in grief and despair, even though we know the truth, but we are drowning, at that time if somebody comes and reminds us, they are Sumitra, a good friend. Mitra na friend, Su abdina good, Sumitra abdina she, the good she friend. In a feminine gender nala Mitra nu solrom. Mitraha alla Mitra. Mitram, Mitra. Yenna Sumitra nu solra. She is the good friend. Mitram abdina friend. Mitra nu solradhanaala she who is friendly. Eppadi in a nice way. Who is a friend? Friend in need is the friend indeed. Nu sonna illaya. Idha need. When Kausalya was in need, Appa Sumitra vara, nothing to fear, nothing to worry. Be cheerful, be happy, everything will become alright. From her state of wisdom, when she says those words, they go in, immediately cleanse Kausalya's heart of sorrow. Enna amma, enna pulla, enna maatu ponnu, and the kudumbam varungo. If you think Kausalya, Rama, Ramanna, imagine Lakshmana's mother, Lakshmana's wife, Abdina, Adhane Pari, Lakshmano, Lakshmi Sampanno, Valmiki says, Lakshmana who is endowed with Lakshmi, prosperity in every way. Mother is also like that, wife is also like that. Now, Kadikimo, கிடைக்குமோ யாருக்காவது சொல்லுங்க. ரெண்டு பேரும் அப்படி போட்டி போட்டுருக்காளேன்னா both of them are like that. Mother is also, இல்லை sometimes mother will create a fuss or sometimes the wife might create a fuss. The man is caught between the mother and the wife. இங்க ரெண்டு பேருமே are amenable to him, are agreeable to him அப்படின்னா it shows Lakshmana's greatness. And where did that Lakshmana's greatness come from? ஒரே வாக்கியம், அகம் சர்வம் கரிஷ்யாமி ஜாகிரதஸ்ச ஸ்வபதஸ்ச. நீ தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கியோ முடிச்சுட்டு இருக்கியோ, அகம் சர்வம் கரிஷ்யாமி ராமா, ஐ வில் டூ எவ்ரிதிங் ஃபார் யூ, ஐ வில் பி த சர்வெண்ட் ஃபார் யூ, ஐ வில் பி யுவர் தாசானுதாசா, ஐ வில் பி யுவர் எட்டர்னல் சர்விட்டர், ஐ வில் டூ ஆல் மேனர் ஆஃப் சர்வீஸ் ஐ வில் ரெண்டர் டு யூ. இஃப் யூ ஆர் அவேக் ஐ வில் ரெண்டர் சர்வீசஸ் தட் ஆர் அப்ராப்ரியேட் when you are awake. If you are sleeping I will render service that is appropriate when you are sleeping அப்படின்னு சொல்றான் லக்ஷ்மணன். That கைங்கரிய பாவம், that absolute detachment, selfless service that Lakshmana was capable of rendering to Rama is what transformed into the blessing of a mother like Sumitra and a wife like Urmila. Appo, who is responsible for this? Abdina, Lakshmana is responsible for making Urmila like this and Sumitra like this. Abdinu kuda chalala. We can say the root cause of it all is Lakshmana. All responsibility is Lakshmana's. All credit goes to Lakshmana. Appadinu chalala. Or such a mother like Sumitra, naturally the son will be like Lakshmana. Therefore all credit goes to Sumitra for having brought into this world and reared up somebody of Lakshmana's caliber and character. Appadinu we can give credit to Sumitra also. At the same time, we can also say, but for Urmila, standing there so strong, standing there with so much detachment, allowing her husband to go without any selfish thought, I need you by my side. And which wife will not need the husband by her side? Every wife wants the husband by her side, இல்லையா? Ana only Urmila was capable of sacrificing that also and said, go behind Rama and serve him. See, is it not logical? ஆமா, तुलसीदास रामायणத்துல வந்து வனச்சலே ராம ரகுராயி சங் ஜானகி மாயி லக்ஷ்மண ஜெயசே பாயி அப்படின்னு. லக்ஷ்மண ஜெயசே பாயி, பிரதர் லைக் லக்ஷ்மணா. அதான் நாம சொல்றோம், ஐ வில் நாட் ஃபைண்ட் another brother like லக்ஷ்மணா அப்படின்னு. And Lakshmana is extraordinarily talented to attract such they சொல்லலாம். But at the same time Urmila, the Tyaga Bhava of Urmila, that she is allowing or she is capable of dedicating her husband to the service of Sumitra, dedicated her son to the service of Lord. But if Urmila had become a burden, if Urmila had stopped அப்படின்னா அப்போ Lakshmana would not have been able to serve completely. Even if Lakshmana said nothing doing, I'm going to go, I don't care அப்படின்னு போனால், even if he went like that, ஒரு shadow will always remain in his heart. If only she was also happy, if only she was also happy அப்படின்னு once in a while Urmila's thought will arise இல்லையா? ஆனால் Urmila conducted herself in such a way that she was not a burden in any way. Even in a slight thought, she was not a burden to Lakshmana. அப்படின்னா we have got to worship such a lady called Urmila. Girarthipom, we will stop here today. जानकी कांत स्मरणम, जय जय राम राम, आंजनेय स्वामी की जय. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम तत्सत्. श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु.